Narcissists are fake people. They are not genuine. They are an imitation of something real. Everything they do is intended to deceive you, to deliberately cause you to believe something that is not true. For their own personal gain, they give you a mistaken impression, which causes you to hold beliefs and opinions that are incorrect, based on a vague idea in which their confidence is placed. There's never any compassion or understanding with a narcissist, and yet they wonder why we end up trying to avoid them. Then they come back trying to seduce you with money or sexual favors, because they're assuming that's what you want, but that's likely what they've been used for in the past. So at times it just doesn't make any sense to them, because in their minds that's all that there is. They assume that you're just being stubborn and naive. They're very superficial. Everything is outwardly focused, and there's always this sense of urgency. They're only focused on the destination, because the journey and the moment actually does nothing for them. They're like dopamine junkies. It's what drives their motivation and addiction. So they only see what exists on the surface. They don't see the real human part of you, because they lack effective empathy. So there's no real human side to them, because they're missing those key components, which is what enables the disorder to function. So if they could ever experience those things, they wouldn't be able to be narcissists. Stop them in their tracks. But this is also why they're so miserable. And it's why the only thing you can do is part ways, because you're never going to be able to reach them, which in the end will leave you feeling unheard and unseen, because again that's the only way that the disorder can function. It won't work if they have to accept that they're dealing with a real separate person. So they have to see people as extensions of themselves, but that is not true connection. It's actually disconnection, because they're disconnected not only from other people but also from themselves. There is no self.